It's fucking fire.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm joined with Ed and Greg as usual. Say hi, guys.
Yep.
Okay, I
Ed.
guess I guess Ed doesn't want to say hi today. Um, so today I want to bring up, Ed, you brought this up before about the guy who got beat up on the United Airlines flight.
Yeah.
So go ahead
So
and tell us what that's all about.
the United Airlines had to, I guess they overbooked, quote unquote, overbooked their flight. Um, but unbeknownst to the passengers was that they needed 4 seats for their own employees, United employees for
Mm-hmm.
another flight.
Yeah.
So they had to get, 4 seats open. So, they offered vouchers, I guess, um, and whatever to the passengers, and no one still said, they'll give up their seat.
Yeah.
So, it went up to $800. People still said no. So what they did was that they said they used a computer to like randomly select 4 passengers
Yeah.
that had to leave, and so they you know the they chose one first couple, they left, and then they chose this doctor who refused to go because he's a doctor and he has to do his job tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he said he
So
had like 4 or 5 patients that he it was critical, like he needed to see them.
hmm he can't leave. um and then we all saw that video. It's all over the web of Chicago PD coming in, dragging him out of the seat. But before they dragged him, they used force, a lot of force, where his face hit the arms of another chair. He got a concussion. He lost both his front teeth.
Yep.
I think he's gonna need surgery on his face a little bit. And people are recording this. Um, and they drag him out. A few moments later, passengers are still recording. They see him actually come back all bloodied,
Holy crap, really?
traumatized. Yeah, traumatized, and he's like mumbling to himself something about like them killing him or something. Um, you could see there's like fear in his eyes. That's pretty much the story. And then, um, if you want me to go into more into like the social media of the United CEOs. Um,
Well, yeah, tell us the whole thing. Give us the whole 9 yards.
Okay, so United, on Twitter, United Airlines issued an apology. Um, they'll take responsibility. It's their fault. Um, it's shocking. It's disgusting. It leaves us angry and all that stuff. The next day, the United CEO, United employees,
Hold on.
saying,
Can you go? You said like United CEO. You kind of cut out there. So
sorry, the United CEO, um, after United Airlines issued an apology, he goes and emails his own employees, like the whole airline employees, talking about how um, the passenger was belligerent, how he was their fault. It was they just pretty much try to put the blame on the passenger, on
wow.
the doctor. Yeah, which is crazy. But yeah. So I know there was a news conference yesterday with
Mhm.
lawyer
Yeah.
and the doctor's family.
Mhm.
So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I was watching the news last night, and they said that they're most likely gonna take them to court. They're saying how United Airlines wants to settle out of court. Obviously, that'll help deter some of that bad press, and it'll probably actually save them money because they know they're gonna lose the case. So instead of paying for
Definitely.
to go to court, they'll just pay whatever the hell they want to pay them. Um, but I'm actually reading this article here, and I think that his lawyer was saying that they want to go to court, even though it's gonna probably take years, because they want to set a precedent. They don't want to just have another. Here's your check for like $500,000 or whatever it might be. Here's 10 mil. Now go shut up about it. Like, they want to take them to court and make it known that you can't do this to people and just pay them off.
Oh, definitely. It's ridiculous, but it's not just the airline's fault. It's also Chicago PD, the way they handled the situation. So the officer that dragged him out, he actually got suspended the day after.
Yeah.
Like the video got viral.
Mm-hmm.
A ridiculous the misuse of force too.
Yeah, like
So
this incident encompasses a lot of different issues that we're having right now. Because like you said, like it's the police. It's also this airline just totally, mistreating their passengers. Like, like how do you do that? Just randomly, like you say, randomly selected people to get kicked off the flight. Like, I don't care if you are going home to see your family or you're like him and you're going to go see patients. You have to get home. That you paid to be on that flight to go home, regardless of what you're doing. Like, it's not fair to kick anyone off. There's no reason. Like, no one's reason is better than the other. Everyone should have been able to stay on that flight.
well, the reasoning, it was ridiculous either way, just for your employees. Maybe you should have scheduled that, better, ahead of time.
Right?
Yeah, it
And
all
the
goes back to the big problem of them being able to overbook passengers in the first place. Like recently, I believe some legislation actually passed due to the incident where United Airlines can't actually overbook people like that anymore.
Yeah. I mean, we can kind of relate to it in the sense of like how our school will sell parking passes, and they know there's only 1,000 spots, but they have no problem selling 2,000 or 3,000 parking passes because they'll make more money. But they know you'll rarely ever have a parking spot. And the same thing here, like, they don't give a fuck. They're going to sell as many tickets as they can and then just tell people, oh, you can't get on the plane, which is also bullshit.
well, Greg, go mention the law with the
Great.
the one with
Ed,
the
you kind of cut out.
reimbursement.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, sorry, Greg. Can you tell the viewers what the laws are regarding the reimbursement for, people actually taking like the vouchers the airline offers?
For the airline contract is that by law, passengers are entitled to 400% of their ticket's value up to a cap of $1,350 as a minimum compensation, along with a ticket for a future flight.
Wow, that's like I the first time you said that before we recorded, I didn't hear that last part. That's pretty. That's a big compensation. Like, I wondered if they offered them that, you know what I mean, or let them know that would be what they were getting.
Well, they did offer them only 800. That's why no one took it either way. I wouldn't if it was up to 1,000 and I got another plane ticket. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. But it's only 800, and that really makes a difference.
No, it does, and especially if you have to use that 800 to buy another plane ticket, then all of a sudden that 800 comes down a lot, because who knows how much, like how far you need to go, or how much money you have, and again, like, how much is your time worth? Are you gonna miss another whole day for like $800?
Yeah, and the thing was, this guy was a doctor. Like,
exactly.
He didn't have the time for it.
Like, legit, he just didn't have the time. He had to get there because in the morning he had to see patients. He couldn't take a all-night flight and then get there tired as fuck in the morning. Like, he needed to do his job. I'm sure they could have been like, okay, he's a doctor, let's get someone else. Instead they beat him the fuck up, kick him off the flight, and put him back on. Like, what the fuck?
Very disgusting. What about after like 2 days after the video, it was pretty funny because they were scheduled to lose at least $1 billion in stock. So all that negative press, it has to change, legislation. And I know a lot of people are trying to boycott United right now
Oh yeah, I mean,
because of that situation.
after this, I'm never gonna fly with them. Not like I fly all the time, but I just know now, like, United is a no-go, for me at least.
So when I was booking my ticket to Orlando, I got it from Southwest, but I was that guy. I was like, hopefully, United might be cheaper because of this sort of situation. It wasn't.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Dude, and I mean, I don't want to get too far into this other rabbit hole, but this kind of speaks to the larger issue, which are, like, airliners, Like, I talked to older people about flying on an airplane, and it seems like even the cheap tickets were a pretty, like, luxurious experience. And you fast forward to today, the seats have gotten smaller. It's not like anything. Like, they actually have smaller seats, and they give you way less, and they treat you like this. Like, they just treat you like cattle, and I can't speak for first class. I've never flown first class, but I don't know. It's almost, because it's not like they have a monopoly, but I just don't know why, like, airliners, because a lot of them do, not like this specifically, but a lot of them treat their customers like crap.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why either, but like I remember when I was little, we used to get like, snacks on the plane and stuff. Like now you have to buy it and all these extra fees, baggage fees. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's only like what, like maybe 15 years, because you're saying since you're a little kid, like that's not that much time. It is getting crazy, and I can't believe they treat people like this. I personally will never use United because it's, one, as like a protest, like I don't want to support a company that does this, and two, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be a guy who gets beat the fuck up on a plane, just trying to go home. So I'm not going. What do you guys think?
No, definitely not. But it depends on the price.
If the price is right.
Yeah.
I guess that's always something to be said. All right, well, let us know what you guys think in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. So we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.